Haven't done this in a while.
Hello.
Technical difficulties, life difficulties. We're trying to get the ball rolling back again. What's good, bro? What was you saying? The best pizza place around here?
Yeah, it was a good spot. I'm a pizza aficionado.
Okay. Alright, next time you come down, there's a spot in Burlington that does gourmet pizza. Like, that's their thing.
Okay.
So, like, the menu is like jerk chicken pizza and all this.
Jerk chicken.
Yeah, it's like all like specialty.
That's interesting. I never heard of that combination.
Yeah.
There's a place by me actually called Pies on 9
Yeah.
or Pies by 9 or something like that. It's they do all specialty pizzas. They have like chicken franchise. They're like
Really? French's pizza.
They got garlic knot crusts.
I did a flatbread with French's sauce and that shit was fucking phenomenal with seafood.
You know what? I have to really be in the mood for franchise.
Really?
It's not something I go for. I'm not a
Okay.
lemony
Yeah.
kind of guy. Even
Vanilla
marsala I like
sauce.
better than that. I don't even
Really?
I don't even like mushrooms, but like I like a marsala sauce better than I like
Really?
a franchise.
I like mushrooms.
I like mushrooms too.
I ate a
not
whole-
like portobellos. You know?
Yeah, I ate a whole fucking sauteed thing of portobellos the other day.
Yeah, fuck that. It's gross. But I'll eat.
I'm trying to like
Only mushrooms I eat grow on cow shit. That's it.
got some of those too. You make some Marcella sauce.
I mean, that would be a crazy marsala sauce right there. One of
Some
marsala
fucking
friends.
psilocybin Marsala.
Psilocybin.
So yeah, that's funny. Like, how come nobody never did that? Like, there's all this cannabis infused food.
It's just not the same kind of mushroom.
No, it's not. But I'm saying, like,
People do cook with mushrooms though. The first time I ever did mushrooms, fact, I didn't just eat mushrooms. They were cooked into almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
really,
And it was weird because it was chocolate and peanut butter, but it was blue. Like you chewed on it, your teeth were blue, your tongue was all
Really?
blue. Yeah.
that's crazy.
But that shit fucked my whole world up. I'll tell you that.
I don't think the world of hallucinogens needs edibles. I mean, they already edible. If it were you getting out of it, that shit don't gotta taste good. Like,
Not all of them are edible. I still the other shits, the ayahuasca is still just sitting there.
oh no, edible out of ayahuasca. That's like putting dog shit in some heavy cream.
Well, that's probably
In
why
a
they don't do
blender.
that with psilocybin because it grows from shit.
Yeah, that shit's nasty. But like, far as pizza places, like regular places are all the same. Like you was just saying,
Not
like,
true.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, like you was just saying, I need to see a menu for the Chinese place. Everybody knows what the fuck is Chinese place. Like,
Nah,
what?
because
Unless you
every
go to
pizza
a
has-
higher end, like Chinese food store, like all the hushes is the same. All the regular shits that be in
That's not true. Like,
shopping
they have
plazas, they be the same.
There's a place by my house that does stromboli knots.
Chinese place.
No, pizza place.
Oh, okay.
Stromboli knots or stromboli and a garlic knot.
Yeah.
I've only seen that twice ever.
Yeah. I guess little things like that. You're
It's
right.
not little things. That's like that would be all I order
The
when I go to that
specialty
place.
thing. Yeah, because Eco and Brick, my favorite hibachi house, they make this chicken wrap. It's like sushi, but it's fucking fried. I know it's stereotypical. Fuck y'all. It's fried chicken rolled up, but it's fried. But it looks
I'll
like
actually try that because I don't eat seafood.
it looks like sushi, but it has like crab meat in it, cheese, fucking carrots, asparagus, or whatever the fuck else it got in it. But it's fucking fried chicken, nigga. That's my point. And every sushi place don't make that shit, so I get that.
But then on top of that, like when you go to Charlie's Pizza, you can get a good pepperoni slice, you're gonna get a good Sicilian or a good plain or a good white slice or margarita, regular pizza slices. But if you go right up the street, go to Naples, like that's when you're getting all the crazy shit that you don't get at Charlie's.
Yeah,
They don't make
custom
baked ziti
crazy
pizza.
shit.
There's no baked ziti pizza, but it's not even custom. It's just on the countertop. You walk in, there's baked ziti pizza, you got chicken parm pizza.
Well, chicken parm, yeah, but as far as putting pasta on dough like
It's
that,
so good.
it never intrigued me.
You know, like a penne vodka pizza is banging.
Well, yeah, pizza with the vodka sauce. I've done flatbreads and pizzas like that.
With penne noodles and then
But
cheese.
with the
on
noodles,
top.
is, I mean, like that's a presentation thing.
It's
Like
so good.
I never I don't see the point. The
Like
double
breaded
carb.
chicken on a penne vodka pizza with fucking garlic knots. You don't get that at every pizza.
Well, I mean, the crust should be garlic, right?
Garlic knots.
No, I'm saying
No,
on a pizza though.
Yes, the crust. Every slice is like 3 or 4 garlic knots.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like, it's dope. I want to I want to get stromboli, not crusted pizza.
Now, see,
Stuffed. What's
now, I want to
fat
get,
boy shit?
I want to get creative. Because I did start making pizzas from scratch. And I did a bunch of experimental things, but stuffed crust I never did. And
I did that when I was in I got in a lot of trouble doing that because I was in the vocational school.
yeah.
And I was supposed to say to a recipe, but like I always was stuffed crust, and then like the one day, I just walked out with like 6 pies. I just didn't even buy any. You're supposed to buy them. They were only like $5 each or something. I was like, fuck that. And I was on the bus. I was giving everybody a slice. I was the most popular guy on the bus. I got off that, went to the class after the second half of the day. Giving everybody pizza. Everybody fucking loved me. Next day I go to school, they're like, "You're go to the office." I'm like, fuck.
That's funny.
Sat me down.
You know how they got
Went
like
out of my pocket.
we got double cheeseburgers, right? So why don't we have like a double pizza? And I'm thinking is like a
They make that in Sbarro.
Do they?
Yeah.
What do you mean, Sbar?
Sbarro.
Sabaro makes that?
There's
Like
double layer pizza. It looks like it's like pizza on top of pizza, but it was baked that way, so it's like one big thing. It's like
That's not what I'm talking about. I get it. I get the concept. I'm thinking more like a calzone or stromboli, but it looks like a pizza, but it's closed off. So it's the stuffed pizza with a pizza on top of it.
Yeah. Stuffed
Like
pizza.
no, look. I'm saying
You want
it's,
to put pizza on top of the stuffed pizza.
yes. Like it's in the shape of a pizza, but it's technically like a stromboli or a calzone, like the way that they're made.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's that, and then a pizza on top of it.
I don't see why you can't do that.
No, I just don't see anybody that does it. That's why I want to do it.
Because you gotta eat with a fork and a knife. It kind of defeats the purpose of eating pizza.
Not really, because
Too much.
there's levels to this shit, man. We're not like
I wanna try different
Donald
kinds.
Trump eating fucking like a slice of pizza with a fork and a knife. That shit's weird.
Well, it was a regular slice of pizza.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So if it's like something like that, it's like okay, like I can see that. You know what I mean?
How much time do we have before you gotta go to for real?
We have about 40 minutes.
Alright, so Domino's is.
Now you want to get a pizza, motherfucker? See, I said that shit before we came in here. He's like, nah, we good. I get something on the way out. There's a Papa John's around the corner. There's a Galleria around the corner. That's what he's gonna go to.
I'll go to. I don't want to go to the corporate places ever really.
Nah. These are, well, Papa John's is, Galleria is.
All right, so let's talk about what we were talking about in the car. Like,
New York.
no, comparing Bill Cosby with.
Oh.
Governor Cuomo and Bill Cosby.
Well, the Bill Cosby thing in general, I do believe he was doing some foul shit. But
they brought it up years later after he was trying to acquire NBC.
Exactly, like that's my thing. Like what? The nigga want to buy NBC, and now you have 60 people coming out of the woodworks and something crazy saying, "Oh, he drugged me, he raped me." Like where the fuck was y'all at before? It took. How many people did it take for you to come out after 30 years? And what's the statute of limitation that you could just do that to that man? Like, I'm not saying
There's no statute of limitation of rape.
But 30 years later,
there shouldn't be a statute.
like, where's the DNA? Like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. And I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just talking
Everybody
about, like,
knew that he was up to that shit.
a legal process. Because, I mean, like, if you flip the script, that's what happens on the other side of the coin. Due process and like they not Bill Cosby for that. Charlie Sheen had AIDS and is just fucking bitches openly.
He got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but is it blown up in the media? Like
yeah,
how
it was
this
all
man?
over the media for a year. Charlie, I drink tiger blood.
No, that was a celebrity meltdown. He was smoking coke and admitting it. But as far as giving women HIV and openly sleeping with all these people when you have a deadly STD, like you're giving death sentences out.
Well,
like
let's
what
be
the
clear,
fuck?
HIV is no longer a death sentence.
Not anymore. But goddamn, it is if you ain't got no insurance.
Oh,
What the fuck you gonna do? You ain't got no
you're gonna get a
insurance.
fucking job. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, no, nigga, you gonna die. That's what you gonna do.
You gotta pay for it.
You gonna get skinny and die from some shit a baby can't catch, acquire pneumonia, and move your ass off to the other side.
Anyway. Plenty of people in Hollywood openly said that Bill Cosby was a fucking creep.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Plenty of women all said that shit, like 60 women. I'm not saying I believe all 60,
It's just
but
the
I
time
believe
period,
some of them.
bro.
And
It's
if I
just the
believe
time
one of
period.
them is just
Like,
the same. Like, you got one of them in 100 of them, you're still a piece of shit.
who is orchestrating this? Like, that's what I'm saying though, because that doesn't make sense. Like, why does it? All right, how many people could you rape before like motherfuckers catch on that you raping people? Like, don't like, oh, he did that to me 20 years ago. Me too. And then all these people
but
come out of the blue like,
Have you ever been raped?
nah.
Then
But
you
I'm just
can't-
saying that shit look mad suspect.
And you can't put your, you know what I mean? I've never been raped like in the sense like that. Like it would be held down and someone fuck me.
Yeah, it
But like
predominantly does not happen to men.
it does.
I can't say it doesn't. Yeah.
I woke up with someone fucking me once, and I was just like, I guess we're doing this. But so like that, you know.
Happened to me before.
But anyway, that's like rape. But
It is, but
no, but like the victimhood, like the feeling that no one's gonna believe you and shit like that. Like those are things I can't really fully relate with.
yeah.
So I can't knock a woman before waiting to say something. Like I can't put myself in your shoes. So how am I gonna tell you?
Yeah,
that, you know,
I'm just saying that
sometimes
just
people
on the
in a
outside.
position of power as well. People don't usually come out against people who are in positions of power, like Bill Cosby
Because
or
they'll stunt
Harvey
their growth.
Weinstein.
Yeah, it could blackball them from whatever they're doing.
Not even that. Just like they feel like no one's gonna believe me. Like why would Harvey Weinstein rape me? Like you know what I mean?
Nah, I disagree with that. Like, if a motherfucker's doing something, motherfucker's doing something. If you telling someone, if you're an actual victim of something, you stand up for yourself. But to have so many people come out multiple decades later is just, that shit just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I could see it. But I wouldn't do. I feel like if it was me,
And I feel like
I would be like, hey, like I would say something right away. But on the other end of things, I can't put myself in those shoes. Like I can't.
That's true
Being a
too.
fucking
I agree.
110-pound woman and just having a good time at the bar, and then all of a sudden you wake up next to Bill Cosby naked. You know what I mean? Like
But I mean, like, a lot of these
shame
people,
too. Don't forget that. There's shame
Yeah,
involved.
No,
Because
but I mean, like
all
a
these
lot of
women were
the people in the industry, I'm pretty sure are guilty of some of these things. But it's just this guy and how it played out to me, and like I'm gonna say it again, I don't believe he's innocent. I think he did do a lot of that shit.
But they use it as character assassination when he got
Yeah, like I just don't like. All right, hold everybody else to the same standard. That's what I'm saying. And that's some shit you'll never see. Soleil Moonfry has.
Harvey Weinstein went to jail.
Yeah, now because everybody's on it. Like,
No, that he's on a similar level to what Bill Cosby was. He's
I agree.
raped several
But
women.
this, I think, is because people are now paying attention to this shit. Because if you take it back, like even different subject, kind of police brutality, those dudes beat the brakes off of Rodney King and got free, and then niggas wild out.
That's because California was racist as fuck at the time with the fucking leadership.
That's what I'm saying.
They moved the trial like 6 times to all white neighborhoods. So it was all white people in the jury.
Yeah, like, oh, they didn't do anything. Like, nigga, how? You have it on video. But I think a lot of the dynamics in the media are like that. Like, I mean, you see the news reports. They'd be like it'd just be like after like a fucking championship game, and they'll lose and they'll trash the city. The language that they use to describe that people are doing it are different from a protest. Like, it'd be like, oh, these unruly college students, they'll say some shit like that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just trash the city because they team lost. But if it's like something political, it'd be like thugs. Like, the language
Yeah.
changes according to the people doing it.
Actually, I saw this documentary on Hulu about Chicago, and they showed after the whole George Floyd and Black Lives Matter protests that were going on in that time period, right in the height of Corona. They showed like what the damage was in the city. They were walking through the city with cameras and like showing things.
Yeah.
They would destroy all the corporate restaurants, and corporate stores, and then like the home-owned shits, like the small joints. They didn't fuck with those people.
Wow.
Like they fucking fucked up Walgreens, but then right next up the street there's like a family-owned pharmacy, and they're like, all right, nothing happened with me.
Well,
It's,
a lot of those places got trashed too. What do you think about
Well,
the thing where they were saying there was like leaving bricks and shit out, like construction sites with open bricks and
I mean, from what I've seen
Undercover police
seen
officers.
pictures of it, but like I don't know, I haven't seen anything other than YouTube videos about it. So like,
Yeah.
how do you really?
well, I mean,
No, that seems like I could see it happening.
the major news is not going to say that. Oh, they were you know, it was a peaceful protest, and there were bricks left out, and people inciting people to throw them and shit like that. Like the news is not gonna say that. So you're gonna see it on YouTube. You're gonna see it on social media.
Yeah, but you get
The news has
weigh the
an
pros
agenda.
and cons of validity. Like, is it a real thing? Do I believe everything I see just because it's on YouTube?
No, yeah, no, like.
That's how flat earthers become.
Jump next subject, flat Earth. Oh man, I don't even see how people believe that shit.
Yeah, you gotta understand like what gravity is and how the Earth is round and why it's round is because everything's falling to one
Pulls
spot
to
at the
one
same
point.
time.
If Earth was flat, what would happen is all the water on the surface of the Earth would pull to the middle. All the trees would grow towards the center, and if you jumped, you would fall sideways towards the center of gravity. If the Earth was
I'm
flat.
just gonna say that there's no if the Earth is flat because of what's underneath it. What's to the side of it? What is it? Is it a disc?
It's a turtle.
It's a turtle. I heard that.
Yeah,
Actually.
it's a
I've
turtle,
heard
and it has
they're
ice
getting
walls, which doesn't make any sense. If anything, it would be a desert, because all the water would pull to the
How
middle.
would it be a desert? How would it? How do that? No.
You know why? Because like get a bowl. If everything pulls to one point, it would all pull to the center. So there would be no moisture.
So we're living on a bowl.
There
Get
would
the fuck
no.
outta
But
here.
I'm just saying there would be no moisture on the outside of the disc.
You know what happens when the ice caps melt and the wall is gone? Is the water just gonna pour
There's no
out?
ice caps.
The ice cap circle all the way around. The ice wall.
Well, see, that's
When the wall melts.
that's the fallacy in that fucking argument. You would never be able to get to the end because gravity would pull you away from it. It's just like
That's not how
how.
gravity works at all. Gravity works toward a central thing. Like
That's what I'm saying. So look,
center of
look.
gravity.
Where's it? Say like, look, this is a plate, right? All the water will pull here. The further you
No, it
walk
wouldn't.
out, it would. It would pull towards the center.
That's in a two-dimensional plane. It would. But and do we live in a
This is
three-dimensional
why it
world?
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm making a theoretical argument if that wasn't the case, but still trying to put it into
That's
context.
cartoon world. You're
It
talking about,
is.
We're talking about GTA 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah, that shit don't. It's not real.
Yeah, we're playing fucking checkers. The world's. I'm not even playing
Like
chess.
just like there's
chess
a,
is still 2D.
just like there's an escape velocity to get out of the atmosphere. It would be that walking towards the edge of a flat Earth because all the gravity would have to pull towards the central location.
Listen, I only brought that up because it's such a fucking ridiculous concept that it should never be actually.
Discussed.
Yeah, like the
Live
intelligent.
topic.
There's no intelligent conversation to someone that thinks, "Where's the other discs? Where should be a bunch of frisbees in the universe?"
In the universe, yeah. How come everything else is spherical, but we live on a
or
flat surface?
semi-spherical.
Yeah.
Like round,
Overlord, yeah.
oblong.
Yeah.
something.
But we live on a flat surface. Like, stop playing. Stop playing.
That's like when we were fucking in the 1300s thinking that the fucking Earth was the center of the
Everything,
universe.
yeah.
The sun goes around us.
And they was locking niggas up for saying otherwise. Like,
Copernicus.
what's up? Okay, we just gonna lock you in the house. You on house arrest for 20 years. You just
They fucking killed him.
Yo, dogma is real. That's crazy. Living in a time to where if people repeat shit enough and you believe it, and then if somebody say otherwise, you persecute them.
Yeah, like the fucking Salem witch trial shits.
Oh yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
You know what? Fucking. I found out that or Anne found out that fucking Margaret was fucking her husband Nathaniel. So Anne says Margaret's a witch, and then she gets burned at the stake.
Yeah, because
Because how do you say she's not a witch? You burn her alive, and if she dies,
Anne
she's not a
wanted
witch.
to, Anne wanted to fuck him. Yeah, you either burn them alive, dunk them, or just put rocks on them until they
Oh, you
just
just like sink in the water. And
Yeah,
if they
you
come back out
literally
of the water,
crush 'em.
they're,
Yeah.
they're fucking witches. And then they come out of the water, they survive. Then you burn them at the stake because they're witches.
That's a fucking weird time. People are fucking weird. Imagine going back there with a lighter and just doing that. Just
Imagine one of these.
oh no, you're a witch. That's sorcery. What manner of sorcery is that? Chop his head off.
That's actually a phrase for a reason. This is sorcery.
Yeah. I want to go back into these days.
Fucking Bushido blade.
Yeah,
A little
feudal
fucking-
Japan.
Little fucking, what was it? Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah. Did you play that?
Beat that.
Yeah,
100% is
it's
that
dope.
game.
I never played it. It looked dope though.
You should get that game.
Like imagine living in the time again.
Can you play backwards compatible on PS5?
Yeah.
You should get that game and play that on your PS5.
I think they upgraded it for it.
I think that's why when I played it, there was little glitchies here and there, and I say glitchies. That's kind of funny. There was glitches every near and then.
That's that.
I mean,
It's not a bad thing. It's not
that
a
needs
bad thing.
Doritos. But
Yo, show that. This motherfucker got
fucking
edible Doritos. How many milligrams is that?
10 million. That's crazy, bro. 10 million milligrams
10
in this
million.
whole bag.
You're gonna die.
What would you eat? What chip?
No, yeah. Then your soul leaves your body and you get reincarnated and come back high.
As a turtle, and the whole world is
Yeah.
on.
Or a human. And you just have like autism. I shouldn't say shit like that.
You probably should.
I'm joking. Relax. People get too serious. Gotta pay my rent to that.
You pay it like that, like old school pay for it?
Hell yeah. Check in, do that. Drop that shit right in the slot.
I pay my shit online.
I could. I should.
So much easier. So much easier to paper track.
I had the thing.
Get a confirmation and just screenshot it.
Yeah.
I have like so every month I have a screenshot.
I should do that. All my other bills are on auto pay. I don't even look at that shit as much as I should. I just spend money with reckless abandon, and every month and a half I like try to backtrack and look at what the fuck I be doing. Shit. Where's we at? We got I think we got like 20 more minutes.
I'm about to really go crazy with the studio. I'm not sure what the next move's gonna be, but I think it's gonna. The first thing I should do is get a preamp. Like I'm like a bitch. I get all this money saved up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this money, get to this point, and then I'm gonna buy that. But then I get to that point, I'm like, nah, I just wanna put that away.
Yeah, because when you see it in your account, that shit different. Like I be doing the same thing.
Well, it's not. I can't do it in my account because then I'll touch it all the time. I keep it.
Okay.
Got like pretty little stacks.
Oh, okay. I can dig it.
I got
I
one
don't do
that's.
that. I should do that because I don't spend cash.
I got one that's all blue.
Like anytime I have cash, that should have just be in my wallet forever. Like I have cash and
Oh,
still use a
fuck that.
card.
I'm a cash person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not.
What I do is I work in a cash business, bartending, serving.
Yeah.
restaurant shit,
So you deal with cash.
I deal with cash, but here's the thing: is I always try to move my bills for blue $100 bills, big face $100 bills, or small face $100 bills. Big face money, big number money, and then I don't spend that. So I get to $100, and it just goes away automatically in my brain. So if I make $412, I got $12.
Got you. Yeah, I did the same thing.
And I just do that every time. Then, it kind of sucked because I had to use my card last night at the bar
Yeah.
because of that. Because I made X amount of money and then like $13.
So now
let's all go to the
in
bar.
your head you have $13. Now I got to use a card because I only got $13.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I do that shit in my account too.
Because if
So
I
I'd be like-
would have spent more, spent $14, and I got $99, I just spent $99 at the bar.
I do that shit when I get paid. Like I look at it and be like, I got this much. So like it's like thousands of dollars. Like just because the way we get paid different ways. Same shit, but I'm just saying. I get the one drop. You get it stacks.
I get it as the night goes.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I start off, first couple hours of work, I feel really.
So I'm just saying I do the same thing you do, but it's with thousands and it's digitally opposed to like actual cash. I'd be so weird, bro. Like I get $100 bill, I'm like, God damn, I ain't seen one of these in mad long. I ain't even know what these look like no more.
Shit's cool as fuck. I feel really scary every time I fucking do it though. Like,
Yeah, nah,
close to my face.
that shit's serious. I got that shit for cooking. I did some octopus with it the other night.
Oh yeah, you just fucking creme brulee with that shit.
Yeah. I didn't post a video or nothing yet.
You
But
see the video I posted?
nah.
I posted some shit that I made.
It's on IG?
Nah, I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah, no. You know me on Facebook. I cut Facebook on for like a day and a half. sometimes hours, and I'll look at that shit and I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. Too wordy. Motherfuckers talk too much. Instagram is more simple. Okay. What is that?
Like cheese Alfredo, I gave.
Okay.
It stays on.
I've been wanting to experiment with this. You ever heard of lobster Newburg?
Yeah.
It's a variation of it, but my own twist on it, like a Southwest twist on it. I think I'm gonna do that.
I think I want to do videos like this and just have a bunch of collective videos of me cooking food.
Yeah,
Put them together like. I got the wok now. I love the wok.
yeah, nah, yeah. I put mad miles on my walk. That's the next thing too. I'm about to start doing it. I want to get to where I could do it once a week, but I didn't start it fast enough, and I picked up this second job. So once I drop the second job, I'm gonna be dropping a day soon, and I think I'm gonna try to get a video up once a week. There you go. Bruschetta?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
That shit was so good. I had
It looks good.
Cuban peppers, poblano peppers, and
I wish I
spicy
could
cheddar
post
sausage.
it to the thing like side by side.
I mean, you
while
could
we're doing
actually.
this.
That's an editing.
I don't know how to. Yeah, no, the editing is
What do you use?
my phone.
Well, I mean, if you've got like Adobe Premiere, you can.
Nah, yeah, I don't know how to use none of those programs.
It
And the
was-
way my schedule works, it'll take so much out of me, like to learn.
I think
It's
that
hard, bro.
you tell
Like, it's
yourself
painful.
that. I feel you. I learned Pro Tools though. You can learn Adobe Premiere.
That shit's painful. I need to.
It's not like it's that hard, painful. Like I'm telling you, you just go on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you know, when you get all
you
your, like,
also engineer, so like
but you know how like
you're accustomed to those.
the way that you figured out all about this flat Earth thing. You know what I mean? How you're telling me all these flat Earth things. You go on YouTube, you're looking it up, or
No, it's
we're
like
talking about
common sense.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome. That's some YouTube shit.
I mean, I don't know. Apparently, do it at this pizza place. And you just go there for
Oh
pizza.
yeah.
And then they give
But-
you adrenaline crone or whatever the fuck it is.
And he like the most powerful person in DC that owns like a pizza shop or
Yeah,
some
he's
shit.
only adrenaline. Of course he's powerful.
Yeah, of
Fucking
course.
Supervillain.
He ain't doing it off of single slices, motherfucker.
Speaking of supervillains,
Small pies.
That whole adrenochrome thing, that whole concept is literally Dr. Crane from fucking Batman. That's the Scarecrow.
Yeah, bro, this world needs a hero. Like people be like, yo, the world is fucked up. People that have power do horrendous shit that people can't comprehend and they don't believe. Oh, nobody would do that. Like, yes, the fuck they would. Yes, they would. How many government conspiracies are like they wouldn't do that to the people, and years later, yes, the fuck they did.
What? You want to open that can of worms? I don't think so. That's too much.
We don't got the time for it.
For all the fucking conspiracy shits. I don't care about it.
Shit ain't conspiracy if
What about
it
fucking
turns out to
what's
be an actual fucking fact though. Like,
Fucking Jeff Bezos blasting off into space now.
oh yeah, he's like that nigga's like he's like the real life Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he's a fucking supervillain.
He is.
Everybody in the world lost like fucking $60 billion in fucking currency in fucking 2020 from the COVID.
Not
This
him.
motherfucker put on like 75 billion,
Yeah,
and then
he
he got
turned up.
divorced and had to give half of it away.
He turned up. Is it hurting him though? He ain't have to. I mean, when you got money like that, I'm pretty sure you can make a motherfucker disappear.
He
But-
looks like Kevin Spacey as fucking.
Yeah, the fuck he does. He's fucking Lex Luthor.
He's the Kevin Spacey version of Lex Luthor.
Hell yeah. That's another fucking.
And Elon Musk looked like a supervillain too. He's the one that everybody trusts him
He's
because
an anti-hero.
I feel like he's like
He's like,
Victor Von Doom.
yeah,
what I
kinda. Like, yeah.
Like he look.
The anti-hero, yeah.
Everybody thinks he's good, but he's really like a fucking evil motherfucker. Like why is he shooting cars into space? You know why? 'Cause that car's gonna fall back down and hit his fucking competitor in the neck.
I
Is it
seen
all
some
planned
funny
out?
shit. Oh man.
When the competition is, better watch out. They got cars in space, bro.
I
Hit you with a Buick.
seen a meme, and it was like a
Hit you with a
picture.
Tesla.
It was a picture of this kid's face, and it was like all, and it was like your face when you realize Batman is driving a tank around the city, destroying property, chasing a clown. That shit was funny as hell.
I mean, that is a point. Batman.
Like, yo, bro, you doing too much for a clown. Like, you just the collateral damage is just crazy.
I mean,
He got the money though, and
Joker
most of
was
the shit
doing
is
crazy
probably his, and he got insurance policies on his building. So that nigga tearing up the city, he probably making money.
yeah, insurance check.
I'm Batman. That's justice.
Nah, but he does do some fucked up shit.
He know what the fuck
Destroy
he
buildings
doing.
and stuff. Knock down whole buildings and shit.
Yeah, know what he probably does? Buys the company that owns him.
And his enemy, well, the Joker isn't just a clown. He destroyed a whole hospital.
No, he's a whole psychopath. Yeah,
Yeah, fucking. He burned.
he's not a
whole pile of money.
psychopath. He's a sociopath. There's a difference.
You think he's a sociopath?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, so the definition of sociopath.
Psychopaths don't care. He
What's
has
the
Joker
difference?
has a message.
What's the definition of sociopath?
Okay, a sociopath is pretty much a psychopath, but the difference. Look, no, the difference between them is that a psychopath is born.
I don't want you to tell me the difference. I want you to tell me the definition.
They're the same thing.
Okay, well, that's still not the definition.
The origin story is different. Like sociopaths are made through trauma, to where psychopaths are just born like that. They've always been like that.
Okay, a person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior and a lack of conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Conscience,
he's
a
definitely a
lack of
sociopath by that meaning.
morality, like it overlaps with narcissism. Like there's a couple different things,
Okay,
but
so let's check out narcissism. Let's see. Who does that mean? That also
there's
defines
overlaps.
Batman. That defines Batman.
Yeah.
Let's look at
Bruce
narciss-
Wayne is fucking crazy. Who destroys the city with a
person
tank
who
chasing a
has
clown?
excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Narcissist. Yeah, Batman is. I don't know. Is Batman about Batman? I don't know if would you call Batman a narcissist? I think he puts on the front as a narcissist as Bruce Wayne to make people not think.
Batman is an anti-hero, so whatever his psychological profile
He's a psychopath. By the way.
depicts, he is.
He has trauma.
But-
his parents got killed in front of him.
But that's what makes him an anti-hero, because he's fucking crazy, but he does it for the good. He does it for justice.
But he's not
He's,
anti-hero.
he's not self-serving. No, but that's what makes him an anti-hero. He's
not all.
No, he does horrible shit for the greater good. That's an anti-hero.
What's
Like
so
you do
horrible
bad
about-
guy shit for good.
What's the bad guy shit that he does though?
I don't know. He's an illegal vigilante. He destroys public property. He assaults people. Like he's not a police officer. Like
I
he's
think-
a fucking criminal, but he just does it for the greater good.
Yeah.
To the
But-
point to where he got so good that the police worked with him. But then that's a whole corrupt ass police department
It's the most
to
corrupt
begin,
department in any comic book
to
series,
begin with.
movie,
So like
in the universe.
he gets a pass. Like Gotham is toxic.
I think the most fucked up word to G, because G pointed this out to me, is that Batman pranced around with like a 15-year-old boy in Speedo tights. And like he slept in his house and stuff, and like took him in. Like I don't know, it was a little weird. There was a little weird connotation about like Robin.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well-
how. Like,
Well, that's weird.
like, there was a lot of
That's
weird.
some dark shit. Like, why would you take a preteen and put him in some tights and have him jumping off buildings fighting thugs 3 o'clock in the morning?
You know?
You're a psychopath. Like,
That's
you
weird.
can't tell me he cares about his well-being.
Well, no, I think he just relates with him because he had his parents killed. in
So
front of
you just gonna have him backflip away from some bullets, some 11-year-old.
him. He can do it too because he's a fucking acrobat. He was,
It don't matter. You can do a lot of shit, but should you?
I mean, it's that twisted universe.
Like, where's Dyfus in the way he probably owns him? That's why there's no child protection in that man's life, because that's some weird shit he got going on. Yo, if Bruce Wayne lost all his money, he would be Michael Jackson the next day. with some bad press. Like, hey yo, man, why you keep getting these like little boys and girls and like if they figured out who he was and what he was doing.
Same thing you said about Bill Cosby acquiring NBC. Fucking Michael Jackson wanted to buy Sony, and they did that too.
Yeah, that's facts.
Character assassination.
That's facts.
By people in a
But
boardroom.
that's the weird thing about all those
in
conspiracies.
Closed doors somewhere.
The conspiracy theories too, like such and such was Illuminati sacrifice. Like, no, that motherfucker was a drug addict. Also, so like,
Who
there's
do you
always two sides of those coins.
Who said that?
Well, about Michael Jackson, about Prince, about Whitney Houston, about Amy Winehouse. Like, you can go on and on about the conspiracy theories.
Why would you kill Amy Winehouse?
A sacrifice. You got to give somebody else up to get to the next level type shit. Whatever the fuck they be talking with that.
Kanye had to sacrifice his mom.
See, shit like that. Shit that they be talking about like that.
And I think that's why he's a psychopath now.
Right now. It could be
love
true.
Kanye. Don't take what I said as disrespect. It might have came off that way, but I fucking love Kanye West and everything.
He's a genius musically. His opinions as far as other shit, I don't care for it.
I mean, his opinions are a little fucking crazy, but you gotta take it from the space that he's in, though. Like,
yeah, but see, most people can't do that because we could relate to that better than most people.
Loving his next album's gonna be named after his mom. Did he drop it yet? Because he's talking about dropping it, and then he pulled it back.
I don't know. He's just like walking around in society dressed like a weirdo, like putting fucking stocking caps over his face and some weird shit.
He
just does
artist.
weird shit.
Everything he does is art. That's why I fucking love the guy. Yeah. And the way he changed everything. Like,
he did.
Everything he does is art.
Agree.
And like even the way he does interviews and he acts like an asshole in an interview.
He's an asshole.
But he does it like in a way.
No, he does that like to me that looks like a spoiled woman or a spoiled little girl with entitlement issues. Because if I was
the answer, Sway. Like,
yeah,
he made himself viral.
If I was
genius,
like Sway,
he made a viral thing happen out of thin air.
No, he took a gamble that nigga wasn't gonna punch him in his fucking face. Cause if he do that with some real niggas that don't care about their career or some shit, he has a space to do that because he's protected in that space because that man needs his job. Let him go on somewhere else and pull that shit with somebody with less that's not willing to be disrespected.
You're right.
You're not gonna get away with that.
No. You go flip the script radio and do that shit.
Yeah.
The DJ's gonna punch you
Somebody
in the face.
gonna run in your mouth.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be like, then you're gonna be trying to sue somebody or blackball somebody.
Kanye played chess and fucking got the fucking checkmate and got the fucking viral move, and then he put out an album like a couple weeks later. Guess what? He's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he know what he's doing. He ain't become a billionaire because he's dumb.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
Actually, he's next level genius. He's
as far as what he's doing. That's my problem when people say that and taking in his opinions.
Well, his
like,
opinions,
slavery was a choice. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
I
I understand what he was trying to go, the process that he was trying to go through.
He wasn't even meaning that, though. He didn't even mean that.
I get that, but when you say things, like, you're not talking to your peers. When you're talking to everybody should have some fundamental sense of what you're saying. Like, that's why he looked like a crazy person. Like, nigga, don't nobody know what the fuck you talking about. You constantly saying bullshit and doing weird ass shit. Like, level that shit out to be, but I guess he don't have to though. Like, I mean, he is where he is. Like,
the definition of insane literally is
somebody keep doing the same thing.
Okay, well, Kanye West
different
said
results.
George Bush doesn't like black people, right? And what happened? Did George Bush get in trouble for not liking black people? Did anything change in the system because of that?
No.
Because of Katrina? Nothing happened.
It brought him more wave.
What he did now is, on the opposite of things, played like he agreed with the fucking president on a lot of things and wore the hat and, like, you know, became a Trumper openly. Donald Trump's a narcissist, if anything.
He is.
So
but so is Kanye.
But Kanye's a genius. He did this for a purpose.
Narcissists are genius.
But he made fucking things happen for fucking his community. He made fucking people get out of jail. He changed rules.
Well, his wife did that.
They did it together in tandem. You think that she did that on her own?
Well, she had some batteries in her back because she was just like
she did it. She got on board with an idea that Kanye presented to her as her husband, and she was like, "That's a great idea. I'm gonna run with it." I don't think she invented that idea.
No.
She's a good person for doing it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that she was the idea.
No, she doesn't have the mental capacity.
That was a Kanye West move, and he was like, "Yo, I'll get my wife to do this," and like, I'll talk to the president, my babe. Like, you know, I'll go talk to the president. I'm gonna tell him, "Make America great again," and he's gonna fucking love me.
You got a point.
And he's like, "Now I want you to come and be all pretty and smile on his face, and you be the face of that." and she'd be like, okay,
That's
babe.
smart.
He's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
So slavery is a choice. He didn't even fucking believe that. He's an idiot. He's just saying things to make Trump's base get riled up. But yeah, it was a choice. Even Kanye says it. You know what I mean?
That could be
he
the
was
case.
throwing fuel on the fire, but he accomplished something. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be a martyr in some way, shape, or form. But I get it. I agree.
He's a fucking genius.
Like, I agree that could be the case.
Kanye and his beats are some of the best beats. And some of his best beats are some of the
He's
best
a dope
beats
producer.
ever. He's one of the best producers.
You know
if
what?
not the
I
best.
heard some of his newer music, like was supposed to be on the album, and it sounded like old Kanye.
Yo,
So I'm wondering
there
because
was never bad Kanye production wise.
Oh, not production wise, but bars like that 808 Heartbreak, man. If you don't get that shit the fuck out of here, fucking that Yeezus, get that shit the fuck out of here. Like
Yeezus, I was not really a huge fan of, but there are a
trash.
couple joints. There are a couple joints on that record, but
I think there's a couple spaces on that record.
But and 808s and Heartbreak is not a hip hop record, so we can't look at that for bars.
No, it's not.
But it was a great record.
I couldn't fuck with it.
I couldn't fuck with it.
As a Kanye fan, I couldn't fuck with it.
I had to revisit it years later. I didn't fuck with it for years, but it's a great piece of work.
But I mean, I think that if you
it's just not hip hop.
It's not, Like
so
if you like T-Pain, you'll like some shit like that. Like it's
not even. Like,
it's like hip hop. Hip hop has sub genres. Like hip hop is just not hip hop.
Yeah, like what he was doing.
Drill, trap.
He did like some Kid Cudi shit on 808s and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like Kid Cudi. I wouldn't call Kid Cudi an MC.
Yeah.
But I like Kid
Cudi.
Cudi.
Music.
Yeah, but he's dope with it too. He has like somewhat like a bar type structure, but like it's not like hip hop really.
Yeah.
Hip hop is like
We're
bars.
pressed for time. I gotta cut this shit off.
Okay. Kanye's the fucking greatest ever.
Glad to be back.
He's gonna be
we're
president.
gonna start doing this a lot more often.
Right there, I gotta spill water on myself. Just 'cause that's my style, man.
Shout out to my bro Maurice Latimer, and we're gonna be doing some shit. I got some shit I gotta edit. This one was pretty clean. I'm gonna leave this up here and get to my business and let my bro go. So check y'all out next time.
Wait a minute.